Welcome back, guys. It's Parkandpod here. Today, we're going to be doing a segment for the first time called Poopoo to Platinum. Today, we're going to be ranking each of the WWE tag teams, or at least most of the WWE tag teams, on a scale from 1 to 5. That being 1, Poopoo, 2, Dusty, 3, potential pay dirt, 4, gold, and 5, platinum. All right.
Who we got first, Dev?
Starting off, we're going to be going with the Alpha Academy. That's going to be Chad, Gable, and Otis. Or Otis, depending on if you're asking Chad or if you're asking their new addition, Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
I think Maxine Dupree has revived their tag team in a way to where we're just excited to see them. They've definitely been that team to where, like, they can get some very good spots, some cool spots going, but at the same time, if somebody's going to be taking that fall, it's going to be one of them, if it means putting another team over.
The fact that you said, like, Maxine has brought so much juice and energy to that team, right?
Absolutely.
Are we excited to see Alpha Academy? Or are we excited to see Maxine's development?
I would say Alpha, because I think they kind of go one, like, hand in hand with one another.
True.
If you really think about it, because you got to think about the segments that they've been doing. For me, it's not just what you're doing while you're wrestling.
Yeah.
It's sports entertainment. So you got to be able to entertain on both sides of the ring. But I think right now they have the potential to take something like that and really just kind of skyrocket it. I think
I agree.
This is the opportunity to see a possible Alpha Academy run.
Think so?
Championship.
I love Chad Gable, Doug. Like, he is a technician's technician.
Strong.
Like,
strong,
strong, bro.
Strong.
Did you see Maxine hit the worm?
Maxine!
She hit the worm Monday night.
I'm not sure if any of them are good. All right there, Richie, buddy.
I mean, she's definitely added some entertainment value to say at the very least. With that being said, I'm going to have to give them number 3 at potential pay dirt.
I would give them, drumroll please, a 3. Thank you. That's what they get from me. I like that.
On to the next, right? All right, the next tag team that we're going to be getting into is Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Braun Strowman has already been a 2-time Raw champion, one time with Seth Rollins whenever they were feuding, the other time with Nicholas at WrestleMania.
I remember that. That kid was terrified.
Yeah, he was terrified the whole time. Hopefully he's doing good. Let's hope he's doing good.
Hey, shout out Nicholas, bro. He lived most of our childhood dreams, being a tag team champ with the Pro.
I don't know, though, because if I was in Nicholas's position and somebody... I'd be like, just nut shot right off the bat, bro. They have that dynamic right now where you got the big guy and the small guy. I love that, especially when it came to seeing like a tag team like Batista and Rey Mysterio back in the day.
Yep.
Man, so now bringing something like that back, but Ricochet can entertain all by himself. Then you got Braun Strowman doing the train going around and everything like that. So I think there's a lot of potential when it comes to them as well.
Okay.
But honestly, right now, I'm going to have to give them a 2. I'm going to call him Dusty. No. And it was hard. It was hard to do that. It was hard to do that. But I'm going to tell you why. Ricochet, does not do good promos. His promo ability, if his promo ability was as good as his high-flying nature, we might be possibly looking at, of course, a U.S. champion. Maybe somebody who could have even beat Gunther back whenever they were feuding for the Intercontinental Championship. He had one WWE Championship match against Brock Lesnar, which it went how it went. But the marketability of Ricochet, if he actually gave some really good promos. Now he's stayed on TV, but it hasn't been for his promo work. Now, when it comes to Braun Strowman, he has the monster. He's been a Universal Champion. He's done a lot of good things.
He can't cut a promo either.
And he just can't stay off of Twitter.
What
He
did he
over
say?
there-
Wait, what
no,
did he
no,
say
what
on
was it?
Twitter?
He had a match. He had a match against Omos where they tore the house down. And then Braun Strowman tags him on Twitter talking about something along the lines of, look at how two big guys can still bring the house down, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
What the heck are you thinking? I get kayfabe isn't really a thing anymore, but at the same time, you had an opportunity to put on an amazing match like that, and that's what you follow it up with? Really, Braun? That's the idea?
He ain't got no personality, cuz.
He just big,
Bro, his theme song says, bro, his theme song got one lyric, bro. It go, those aren't even instruments. That's Braun yelling into the microphone, bro.
It's crazy. I could imagine them like in the recording studio with recording for Braun, and Braun being like, you know what? Yes, look, I get it. I'm a big guy, but I have a lot to say. I have a lot to think about. I actually brought some notes.
What if he's a reader?
I know, right? But like he brings in some notes and everything like that, and the next thing you know, they're like, Braun, look, I get it. We just need you to scream. Just give me one bit. Raw. Can you do that? But I got some ideas. Raw. Braun, please, just let me say what. Raw. Do it. Do it. Do it now, Braun. Scream now. Throw the notes away, Braun. We're not going to read them. I feel bad.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's,
Okay.
no, it's like Shrek when they were talking about, yeah, they are. I love you, Dave.
He said, do the roar.
Oh man, okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call him Dusty right now. I really want to
Okay.
root for them. I really want to go for them, but for right now, their promo work is killing them.
I'm gonna stick with my boy and get a non-promo having tails too. Thank you.
Let's get into.
Can we get a good team, please?
Well, it depends on what you rank them.
Okay,
But the team I got next is the Street Profits. They've been an amazing tag team, but right now, they haven't seemed to have gotten the exposure of just being over. But right now, they're bringing a lot of entertainment value.
I don't think that's their fault. I think the reason why the Street Profits have not gotten the push and the recognition that they deserve is because they don't know what they're doing with the tag team championships, bro.
That's
fair.
That's fair.
They are somehow they're trying to keep it on Sammy and KO for some weird reason, so that way they can help Jay and Jimmy, so that way we don't forget about Sammy being a part of the feeling Uzi, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's hurting the Street Profits, bro.
Yeah.
Overall, like they have great promos, they have great in-ring work.
Absolutely.
Their chemistry is top notch.
Absolutely.
Each one of them can actually work like singles matches, which is hard for true tag teams like they are to do.
Absolutely.
Right? So you really, and their intro is lit, bro. Who else got styrofoam cups? That stuff is for nothing.
I hope they're
iconic.
recycling. I really hope they're recycling those. That's what I'm thinking. Every time I see them just falling out.
You think every time Braun Strowman tweets something Vince McMahon hates, he makes him go sweep up the Street Profits cups? Didn't think big fella could sweep up plastic cups.
Oh my
Hashtag Vinnie Mac.
With that said, okay. So before we give them a ranking,
Okay.
I agree with a lot of what you said as far as the tag division right
Okay.
now. A lot of the attention has either been on KO and Sammy, or it's been on the Usos. So I'm gonna ask you this, and this is what I believe, but I know it's probably not the most popular opinion.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say,
You know I
this.
love unpopular opinions,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
You know I love them.
I am full of them. I think right now, the thing that is separating the Street Profits from being the next tag team to feud with KO and Sammy, a good old heel turn. I think I'm ready.
You know the one thing I love more than having an unpopular opinion, right? You know what I love more than that, right?
A more unpopular opinion?
No, a good old heel turn.
Absolutely. I think a heel turn right
And I
now-
think all three of them are going to sync up.
You talking about Bianca, right?
Oh, you know.
Absolutely. The Street Profits right now are a heel turn away from at least challenging for the titles. Not only that, it would give KO and Sammy
Something to do.
It would give them something to do. And I think not only, like, I know this isn't really part of the topic more so, but Bianca Belair right now, she's right there. I know the reason why they haven't given her a heel turn is because she means a lot to the community, especially African American girls, and getting them interested in the WWE. She's about the only person right now that has the ability to do that, especially because Naomi is no longer in the WWE. Street Profits.
What do you reckon, Dev? Talk to me, Goose. What you got? Because I know these are boys.
This one's tough. Gosh, I really hope I don't make a trend out of this. Potential pay dirt. And the only reason why I'm going to say that is because they are a heel turn away from hidden gold. As soon as I see them go heel, gold. I think that's the next step if you're the Street Profits. Both of them. And a lot of people are talking about Montez Ford right now having his own singles run, which I would love the idea of it. He has so much charisma. It's amazing. But I want to see more Street Profits. For right now, I want to see more. And I want to see a heel turn for both of them.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're going to come back to my side of the car where we keep it honest. The Street Profits, bro, they ain't got no flaws, bro. This going to be my first platinum. 5 stars.
Platinum?
Platinum for the Profits.
Platinum.
I bring the swag like nobody can. Yeah.
Platinum?
Platinum. There's only one more.
Dog.
Platinum.
Ain't no way.
Chemistry,
Platinum?
promos, intros, wardrobe, fan reaction. They can't do nothing.
They haven't
wrong,
had
bro.
a championship since like 2020.
Yeah, we keep them at a 5. I like the Profits.
Oh man, that's.
You gave them a 3.
I gave him a 3.
You put the Street Profits and Alpha Academy on the same level.
But you know what? I love both of the tag teams right now.
All right.
I love both of them, but there's no way I'm giving. So Street Profits have room to improve right now. They aren't. If I'm comparing them to who my top is, got the Viking Raiders. Right now, it just doesn't seem like there's much going on with them. They have the intangibles. They have a gimmick.
Okay. I like the intro.
They've been a champion before. They even have Valhalla now, and how we said Maxine Dupree ended up spiking up the Alpha Academy. Now, Valhalla is apparently in a similar way supposed to do that for the Viking Raiders.
Here's why they're a 1 for me. They've done the same thing for their whole time. Yeah, now they got old girl now, but like they're still just Vikings on the mid-tier card. I got respect for them. I like them, but it's just I need something new from them. It's like that on the fence of does Cena suck, does Cena good fan, and like he's like, okay, I need some new wristbands.
Okay. Then let me ask you this: what if they went through like a transformation change? Same wrestlers, but how Bray Wyatt went from the Fiend to Firefly Funhouse, Bray Wyatt. What if they just had some random switch that just like not like a heel turn or a face turn, but they're just like, hey, you know what? We're gonna express the power of friendship. But same guys.
And still like, you don't want to be our friend? Aww. I'd love it. I'd put him at a 2.
I'm not against it. The OC. What does OC even stand for?
The only club that matters. Hit me up.
Am I allowed to do that?
Oh yeah.
Am I allowed to do that?
It's too sweet.
These guys have been around for a long time.
Okay.
They've been getting it done. Carl Anderson, even whenever they were in WWE, he was the first person to not only be on WWE, but he was on another promotion as well where he was a champion. They even told him at a certain point, because they had a pay-per-view over there and a pay-per-view for WWE, they're like, you're going to have to pick. You can already tell that their dedication to Raw or to the WWE is already pretty committed.
Yeah.
So with that being said, look, this is a tag team that I can't say that they have potential. Okay. They've already hit that potential.
You think they hit their ceiling?
I think they hit their ceiling.
What do you give them?
And I'm going to have to say that they're gold. Now, a bit of that is going to who they already were as a tag team. So you already know all you got to do is put them on TV, and they're going to work wonders for you. Not only that, but you also have the backing of AJ Styles. Now, without AJ, they might be in trouble. But they got AJ, and they got Michin as well. So for that, I'm going to have to give them a 4 and go gold.
See, you made a very valid point when you brought up AJ and Michin, right? See, the OC, I give a 3 to, right? Because I'm a big AJ Styles fan, right?
Okay.
But the Good Brothers, I give Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows a 2.
A 2.
A 2.
Okay.
I just feel like they've hit their ceiling and they can't improve. They can't change their gimmick because, like, this gimmick is known worldwide. So if they change it for WWE and try and take it back overseas, it's going to be kind of difficult.
I don't think they need to. I think they're a storyline away from really just being that next team. Moving on to the next. We have the current unified tag team current...
I hate that word.
We have the current undisputed tag team champions. We have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This year has been treating them well. I think they probably have the best record out of any other tag team that we're going to cover. They are 9-2 in 2023. Yeah, they haven't had any other championships together, but right now this is the most over that they have ever been in the WWE together.
Yeah.
And now we are 2 champs without a good storyline.
Bro, and again, we talked about this with the Profits, right?
Yeah.
The problem is they have both belts freezing the rest of the tag team division.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, they literally split everything. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what I ranked them so that way I can go about my point. I ranked KO and Sami Zayn. I see 2 great superstars that can be a great tag team, but I don't see a great tag team. I give them the 4, but I don't see tag team.
So the issue is that...
And they have nothing to do.
Their history together has always been the inevitable who's going to turn heel on the other person.
And it's usually KO turning heel on whoever his partner is.
Exactly. So I don't even want to see one of those like, oh, like this time I want to see the other person turn. Like, nah, now it's just a matter of like, what are y'all doing now that y'all are champion? Even like the Usos at a certain point were like, it's only a matter of time before he turns on you. But okay, is it? They aren't even teasing that. What's happening? I think the closest that they got to a storyline was talking about KO having anger issues. But I'm like, bro, you're a wrestler.
That's
like,
Team Hell No all over again, though.
Like, where they had the anger management.
They took Kane Kane and Daniel Bryan to anger management.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Sammy isn't loved the same way that Sammy was loved when he was in the bloodline.
Because Sammy could genuinely be himself, right? Like,
you don't think he's himself right now?
KO is... Kevin Owen that we see right now is not the KO that he is as a performer, right? Because it's fight Owen fight, and he's like... He has to be funny now. But he's hilarious though.
Oh my goodness!
But it's not. You can tell he's like he doesn't want to do that. Like,
what did you think about his? Did you see him in Ezekiel and Elias? That whole thing?
No, I haven't.
He was trying to prove that.
Oh, I did. I remember.
That Elias was Ezekiel the whole time. He was like, "Make him take a liar detector test."
Wait, Elias was Ezekiel?
Turns out, they were 2 different people. No, they were the same person.
Wait, quit playing with me. Which one is it?
They were the same person.
Okay, cool.
Or were they?
Quit playing with me, Dad. The last time I was this confused, my niece was telling me about Elf on the Shelf. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so for me, I'm going to have to give KO and Sammy a 4. I'm going to put them at gold right now. Right now, as individuals, they are amazing. They've already been amazing anyways. They have the championship right now. They've been doing a great job as far as their availability. It hasn't been, they've been fighting champions, are always ready, but the thing is they need a storyline. I think the way that they won the championship was absolutely amazing. That was a 5-star match.
That was a 6-star match, bro. That was beautiful.
To have a 5-star match. There was like a huge gap in the WWE where there was no 5-star matches at all. So it's good to see that they finally had a 5-star match and bringing that and winning the championship. But now it's like you had so much momentum. You had one of the greatest matches. You had way too much momentum to not be doing something with it right now. Which is why I'm saying it would be great for a Street Profits heel turn. We're going to be going to Imperium. And I get when it comes to a lot of heels in WWE, especially like when it comes to factions, you get some teams that, you know, you got to put the good guy over.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So they're doing as much as they really can right now. I don't see a problem with them at all. I think they have a gimmick that can literally stay.
They can stand the test of time, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
even if Gunther doesn't have the IC belt, like,
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
are, like,
Yeah.
perfect.
I don't say that they rely on Gunther
Exactly. Yep.
the same way that the OC relies on AJ Styles.
Yep.
Which is interesting because their whole thing is just kind of, they are Gunther's guys, but the OC aren't just
AJ's guys.
AJ's guys. And that's kind of crazy to think about that, right?
Absolutely.
They've done some amazing work. They've done pretty much everything that they were asked. For them, I'm going to put them also at a 3 at potential pay dirt. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I would like to have a heel tag team that you can really just go for in the sense of like, you don't like to see them because you don't like them because they're heels. But at the same time, man, they can put on a great show.
Yeah. You brought up a very valid point, right? And when I said they would stand even without Gunther having the IC belt, I realized that him having the IC belt made me put them where I did, right?
Mhm.
So, I had them at a 4.
I can understand that, though. Because like I'm saying, it's not the potential is in you need to change your gimmick. It's different. It's a lot more tuned towards just get that opportunity. So we're going to be moving on to the next tag team. We're going to be talking.
It better not be somebody's lane, bro. Who is it? Why you laugh like that? Who is it? Get Hero out of here, bro.
It's
it's not Hero.
It's your favorite tag team, the Maximum Male Models.
1 skip.
So they have no titles in the WWE. They have gone 0-2 in 2023. In fact, I went ahead and looked up their entire history. They're 0-26.
They've never won a match, bro.
They've never won a match. This is Mansoor and Mace. They were the same guys with Retribution as well when they tried to get Mustafa Ali to lead that. Mi Chin, she made it out just in time because everybody else. Mustafa Ali is actually doing good in NXT right now. I wonder if they would bring the male models over to NXT and rebrand them again.
No, somebody has to be the crash test dummies on the main roster.
Oh my goodness! But 0-20.
They get a 1 from me. Get them out of here.
Give them a 1. Give them a 1 to get them out. The next one is also a new tag team. We're going to be going over Indusir. They are currently 5-1 in 2023. Yeah, on Raw, none of their matches have gone over 3 minutes.
I am going to give them a solid 2.
I'm standing with a 1, and I'm going to tell them why. And this isn't actually their fault. This is a problem with WWE. How many times have we seen a tag team or an individual who is just dominant? They are taking over. Squash match, squash match, squash match. Nothing. We don't see them anymore. They don't have any stories. They just show up every now and then and drop somebody. Maybe they get into one tag team feud, and then after that, it's over. Omos has probably been the closest person to just get squash match, and then he had this WrestleMania moment against Brock Lesnar.
It was beautiful, by the way.
And after that, I think it was another squash match. And after that, that was pretty much it. Really, when it comes to these guys, it's like, okay, WWE, are you actually going to try something with them? Are you going to give them a storyline? Or are you just going to have them squashing people until you hopefully figure something out? We haven't seen these guys since June anyways, so it's a whole month later. Not much to say.
No, final answer? Give them a 2. I'll stick with the 2.
I got to get my 1.
Only because I still think they have potential.
All right. Next tag team that we are going over is Hit Row. These guys were on fire in NXT back whenever they had Isaiah Scott. My apologies. So, not the greatest tag team. I think the only match that they won was a What are you doing?
I don't even want it.
Then I'll do it. 1-4 for Hit Row. Yeah, top dollar over the top rope is pretty much all that this team has been right now.
You gotta be kidding me!
We're not really seeing much of them. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's a 1. It's a 1, and you know, you want to represent the brothers anytime they step out there in the WWE.
You know how hard it was to give a fellow brother's team a 1?
Yeah, to rate them the same way that you rate the male models who went 0-26.
The fact that I wanted to get them out of here before the male model. The fact that I wanted to get them out of here before we got the male models out of here.
Yeah, that's a problem. Who wins in the match? Male models or Hit Row?
I hope the male models wipe the flow with that.
Are you serious?
Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. Hit Row wins that all day.
We're actually going to be going into the Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Now in 2023, they have a 2-4 record. They have only one Raw win. The other one was on Main Event. Everybody wanted them to come back. I still want them to come back together. I don't think any of those guys outside of Bobby Lashley, maybe MVP, can come back and find a way to be over. It's either all or nothing with these guys. But they're a gold mine. They're a gold mine right now. There's so much opportunity with the Hurt Business. But it's really just on Vince, I guess.
I think it's because they don't know what to do with brothers except make them do hip-hop stuff.
But I think they know what to do with one another. I mean, you're talking about an action that we wanted to go against the Bloodline back whenever they were running strong.
You're not wrong about
They
that one,
missed
brother.
that opportunity. So right now it's like, okay, they're here.
What if Bobby takes the belt off Roman?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right.
With
was
the Hurt Business, I'm gonna have to give them Dusty as far as Cedric,
okay,
and as far as Shelton. But if they all come back together, I give them a 4. I wouldn't give them a 5 if they bring in Omos as well. But I'm gonna have to say you got the gimmick. You don't have to change anything. They are great the way that they are. I say that they're gold.
Okay, I say with just Cedric and Shelton, Poopoo. With all of them together, potential pay dirt.
We got the Usos. They are 3-time Raw Tag Team Champions. They are 5-time SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We're even going back before then. We're going to the 2-time WWE Tag Team Champions. This, by far, I don't understand how this is not a 5-star platinum team. Did you drop your mic?
I did. And this is a 5-star team. I'm going to borrow your mic for this moment. It's a 5-star team, bro. I'm going to go get my microphone.
Who's going to be the next tribal chief? This storyline has been the most entertaining storyline of all of WWE. I don't know a storyline that has been more entertaining, and I say that hands down. The Usos have been one of the first tag teams, if not the first tag team to headline WrestleMania, even though it was night 1. They put on an amazing show. These guys have been running the WWE, not just with storyline, but I'm sure merchandise. Everybody has been a fan of the Bloodline storyline. It doesn't matter if we're just talking about the Bloodline. It doesn't matter if we're just talking about the Usos. They are a 5. If we can even go to a 6, I'd give them a 6.
You know what? Can I make a special request just for the Usos?
What's up?
Because they're that great.
What's up?
Instead of a 5, I'm just going to give them the 1s. That's what they get because they down since. No, day 1-ish. They just get that. They're the only team that I'm going to flip the scale for.
Yeah.
Because I won't disrespect them by calling them
Quick
the 5s.
question.
Because they the 1s.
Would you say that they are the best tag team of all time? I know it's quick. We got there's a conversation for it later. But would you say that they are the greatest tag team?
I'll say this. And then when we get into, that'll be part 2. We'll talk about greatest tag teams of all time, right?
Okay.
But I say that to say this. There's not too many that you can say before you say Uso.
I would agree.
You can't say,
you
can't list more than maybe 4.
Okay, then let me at least say for this generation.
Yes.
They're the best.
Yes, it was them in the New Day, and then they just took off from the New Day.
We're going to be talking about the
Can I say it? Can I say it? Can I say it since I haven't been able to say it the whole time? Like
you need to
these
read
three letters.
it so you can say it.
Next, we have the LWO.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. I've been
Please
practicing that
give
one.
him
Thank you.
A round of
Thank you.
applause. He's been calling it the LOW for the longest. This is the low. But we might as well call him the low with a 2-6 record. Like I said, it's been a lot of heel factions and a lot of heel teams. We are in a faction era right now. But for some reason, the LWO sitting with a 2-6 record in 2023. Fun little side fact of knowing the 2 wins Rey Mysterio has been a part of. 3 of those losses Rey Mysterio's also been a part of, but he's the only team that they've lost to is the Judgment Day.
I respect that. I did not know that.
At least in those 3 losses.
Okay.
So Rey is 2-3. Those 3 losses are to the Judgment Day.
If you go back and look at that, Rey Mysterio's dynamic and character in that faction back then was kind of weird because like he wanted to be in, but he wanted to be out. So the fact that they have him bring it back is kind of weird to me.
I think
you know what I mean?
It's in a way it's paying homage to Eddie Guerrero, of course, which Chavo. The side note, Chavo was even saying like, y'all keep the Guerrero name out your mouth and leave it alone, which I can understand, but like. In this case, I almost have to agree with them. If you're sitting at a 2-6 record, they've had little to no promos. Zelina Vega had a little moment where they tried to push her, but let's be honest, she stands no chance to Rhea Ripley right now.
She literally stands like Rhea's here. Like I'm talking about physically. Rhea's like here. She like here.
Absolutely. So when you got Santos Escobar, he was in NXT. He was great. I like Escobar. He had that one international match against Ricochet, I think, which Ricochet ended up winning. But even then, it was an amazing performance by Santos overall. I think when you bring in somebody like a Hall of Famer, they're supposed to bring you up. They're supposed to help you. They're supposed to cut promos with you. They're supposed to basically say, we're going to take you and we're going to fly you to the moon. The only other time that did not work was when it came to JBL, when he was talking to Baron Corbin, and I might be misquoting it, but he said, and I quote, you can't polish a turd.
But at the same time, though, you nailed this point about LWO without even nailing this point. You said it a long time ago. Name a memorable Rey Mysterio promo. Even when he was beefing with Batista, name a great Rey Mysterio promo.
I can't come up with one right off the top of my head, honestly, but
Rey's not great. Like, he's okay on the mic. He can talk, but like he's not able. He's not gonna cut. Though. He doesn't have the mic skills to elevate LWO. If he had Eddie's mic skills, then he'd definitely be able to do it.
Well, Eddie was just
Eddie. Yes,
Eddie
but
was an entity to himself.
Yeah. But Rey has no mic skills, bro. In my opinion, like he's okay. Even this beef with Dom, like you can't even name a memorable quote from my child. I don't want to fight you.
I was happy whenever he finally said, I'm gonna whoop your butt. I don't know why it took so long. But you know, some parents are different. You know, when Dom was a kid, you know Rey was tapping that booty. If he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, you know Rey was getting up there. Pull out the chocolate and everything.
Bro, Rey got tattoos and wear a mask. Rey a gangster on the
Don't play with Rey.
Don't play with Rey.
Play with Rey.
And then he take his mask off, guess what he got?
I think it's a problem. If you ever see Rey without a mask and you his kid, oh, you in trouble. The Judgment Day. Now, I feel like this might be a really interesting one because honestly, you can go pretty much any number from 2 to 5 with them. Heel faction, but 10-6. 10-6 in 2023. This is coming down to it. I don't know if I'm just going to give them a rating overall for how they've been throughout their entire time or just where they are right now. As a tag team, I'd say that they're gold. You can't just say Dom Mysterio and Finn Balor, just like you can't just say Damian Priest and
They're
Finn Balor,
a whole thing.
They literally, all 4 of them have been attached to the hip, and they have all skyrocketed together, which was the exact plan. For those who didn't know, that's all Edge wanted to do, was just give these guys the opportunity, and Dom. But even then...
Love Dom. And I think, you know what's crazy? I think, like you said, that was Edge's plan.
Yeah.
I think that Ray went to Edge and said, hey, let Dom in this, so that way I've taught him everything that I can teach him as like from a performing standpoint. Yeah. Let him hit the road, like let him fly.
You gotta believe that Ray
is so proud.
He's done everything that he could to get Dom where he is right
Absolutely.
now. Like, there's gonna be a time to where, you know, once, you know, it's all over and kayfabe is broken, you know, you break that wall.
It's gonna be when Ray retires.
He's gonna be like, man, my dad literally got me this job, and it's gonna hit so different than just like being a mechanic at a car shop or something like that, you know.
You just snap like on every Pop and Son mechanic shop in the country.
It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that.
I got this shop from my grandpa. He got it from his grandpappy.
My daddy.
But my daddy gave it to me.
No. But all of that to say, if this is really if this is really it for the Judgment Day, and we're gonna break off into, of course, Rhea Ripley and Dom go one way, and then Finn Balor goes another way, and then Damian Priest goes the other way. I gotta say, man, hats off to the Judgment Day. Them overall, not just right now, but overall, platinum. They're the only other ones that I give a 5, because I never thought I would be giving them that. But when I think about, you have the opportunity for one of them to get the WWE Championship. Now, let's be real, because I'm not going to stay away from my claim that I wanted LA Knight to win that championship. But if they have the opportunity for one of them to win the belt and somehow carry this all the way to WrestleMania, you've done everything that you needed to do.
Yeah.
You took 2 guys who were...
This is an incredible faction.
Finn Balor was in NXT, and Damian Priest was really just around that United States Championship scene, and he used to be United States Champion, but nobody really remembers that, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But now Damian Priest, he grabs that mic, and you're like, whoa.
You know who my favorite member of the Judgment Day is, right?
Dom, would you like to weigh in?
Bro, the fact that, and I just picked up on it the other day when I was watching this video, his heat is so loud that they have to have Rhea speak for him. Like, just for them to get through the segment, every time he picks the microphone up, he literally can't get a word out, because the louder he tries to talk, the louder the crowd gets.
Do you think that's ever gonna die down, though?
Once he wins some kind of championship, it'll go away.
I can't hear anything he's saying.
At the same time, he's playing the character of Dom so well. Like, you forget it's Dominic Mysterio sometimes.
At the time, I hated it. I hated it. But for some reason, you know, it's the crazy things. It's the dumb things.
They just grow on you, bro.
Make it work with WWE, and honestly, that's the beauty of it. That's really what's kept me here as long as it has. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Judgment Day, giving them a 4.
You said so your final vote is 4?
When I think about the entire spectrum of the Judgment Day over like the entire time, I give them a 5. But just as a tag team, I give them a 4.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I also gave them a 4. Yeah. I agree with you. And the only reason why they're not a 5 is exactly like you said. Like, they operate as a true faction that genuinely doesn't like chase like a championship per se, because like all of like if they were like an evolution, like you'd have the World Heavyweight Championship, the IC belt, the tag belts.
But that they never needed to do that.
Yeah.
But the fact that they actually still might do that.
Oh,
all right, guys,
man.
That is a wrap. If you have any other thoughts, feel free to like or leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to think and even debate you on that if you really feel that passionate, if you really feel like
absolutely.
This has been Parkandpod. Thank you guys for watching. See you next video.
Later, guys.